How to build an English brain. If you want to speak English, you must be able to think in English. Why? Because when you translate from your native language to English, you waste a lot of time switching between two languages. And due to that, your responses get delayed, you speak more slowly, and when you translate, you have this constant fear whether you are speaking correctly or not. And due to this fear, your confidence drops. And when you stop translating and start thinking in English, you respond faster and instantly, you speak comfortably and naturally, and that helps you to grow your confidence. So, in today's video, I have 8 powerful techniques to help you think in English. So, let's get started with the video. First technique is describe your surroundings. In that, step one would be look around and observe things, objects, and people in your surrounding and make simple sentences using them. For your reference, I will give you some examples from my surrounding. I can say, I'm sitting in my room. The room is very quiet. My fan is running, and there is a window in my room. So that was step one. You have to make simple sentences using these objects. You can create the similar kind of sentences from your surrounding too. Now, step two would be add details to it. Use your creativity. Don't limit yourself to only one sentence about anything. Just expand it. For example, I can say, I said there is a window in my room. Now I want to add more to it. Then I can say, the window is half covered with brown curtains. Right outside window, I can see a tall building painted in purple and white color. And next to that window, there is a tree, and tree leaves are moving because of wind. And next to that, there is a kids' play area. So, what I did, I was constantly thinking what to say next. So, it is training my brain to think in English. Likewise, you can do the same thing. You can make 4 to 5 sentences from your surroundings and write in the comment section to see how much you have learned from this video. Now, second technique is create a thought chain. In this, first step would be you have to pick one word and then keep adding to it. For example, I am saying one word is laptop. I want to add more words in the same context. From laptop, I can say work. Then from work, I can say Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Next word can be phone, and then distraction, then focus. So these words are related to each other. So you can create the similar kind of thought chain by any word. Now, in this next step would be you have to make sentences. You don't need to limit yourself to one word only. Create sentences using these words. For example, I started with laptop, then work. I can say, I use my laptop to work. And for that, I connect my laptop to Wi Fi. And when I work, I keep my phone away to avoid distractions so that I can fully focus on the work. And if you noticed in this activity, my brain was constantly thinking about next word and next sentence. So in this, I'm training my brain to think in English. Likewise, you can do the same thing. And now I'm giving you 2 words to create thought chain, book and rain. Write your thought chain using words and sentences and write them in the comment section to check how much you have learned from this video. Now, third technique is have a conversation with yourself. I know it is little weird to have a conversation with yourself, but on a daily basis, we keep thinking a lot. We overthink, we overanalyze situations. So in this case, you have to give just structure to that overthinking. You have to do self-talk. How can you do this? Simply start by describing your day-to-day actions. Okay, first start by describing your day-to-day actions. Like, for example, I can say, a few minutes ago, I watched a YouTube video and I had my lunch at 2 a.m. In lunch, I ate rice. So you can do the same thing. You can describe your day-to-day action. And in next step, you can add details to it. For example, I said a few minutes ago, I watched a YouTube video. I want to talk about it more. So you can pick anything from your day-to-day action and talk about more. Talk about the same thing more. How can you do this? If you are confused, then think about all these questions like who, what, when, where, why, and how. So it will help you structure your thoughts. So I said I watched a YouTube video. Who did I watch? You can answer these type of questions. What did I learn from this video? When did I watch? And why did I decide to watch that particular video? You can answer all these questions. And when you will ask yourself these questions, what, why, when, and where, in the same context, what you are talking about, it will push your brain to think the answers in English. So, this is how this activity will help you think in English. Now, next technique is describe your feelings and emotions in English. We are human beings, we have feelings and emotions, and we express all this using different expressions. So, in this case, what you have to do, you have to describe your feelings. Feelings like happy, sad, anxious, scared, proud, or stressed. So, you have to ask yourself questions and then answer them. Questions like what makes you happy? What makes you excited? What makes you proud? And answer these questions. Like trying a good food makes me happy, or talking to certain people makes me happy, or traveling makes me excited, or learning English can make you scared, make you feel scared. So, all these questions and answers are training your mind to think in English. And now, what you have to do, answer this question: what makes you proud in the comment section? Now, next technique is variation in sentences. So, in this technique, I will try to communicate the same message in different ways. Now, I will give you one example. I'm saying I won't be able to reach on time. I'm stuck in heavy traffic. This is my message, initial message. Now, how can I communicate the same message in different ways? I can say the traffic is really bad today. I will be a little late. Or I can say there is a heavy traffic. I might get a little late. So I have communicated the same message in two ways. You can do the same thing. Communicate the same message in multiple ways. This way, I'm trying to put my brain in the condition where I'm not comfortable, out of my comfort zone. That way, I'm thinking multiple ways to say, to communicate the same message. So, this is directly or indirectly helping me to think in English. Next technique is talk about any famous person. We admire a lot of people, we take inspiration from a lot of people. In this activity, what you can do, you can talk about someone, you can think about someone who you really admire. And if you are confused what to talk about, what to say about the person, think of all these questions: who, what, why, when, where, and how. Try to answer all these questions. For this video, I will talk about Virat Kohli because many of us admire him. You can pick any example, you can talk about anyone. So I can say here, Virat Kohli is one of the most famous cricketers in the world. He started playing from very early age. He was the captain of Indian cricket team for many years. He plays for RCB and people admire him for his dedication and commitment. So these are some sentences. Likewise, you can pick, you can talk about any person in five, six sentences. Try to do this right now and write in the comment section. Now, next technique is talk about relevant topics. When you will talk about relevant topics, this activity will help you to have conversation about something that is going on in today's time. Relevant topics, for example, IPL, cricket, AI, social media, online learning, all these are relevant topics considering today's time. So you can do the same thing. Train your brain to think about these topics. You can go further. For example, you can ask yourself a lot of questions using these topics. IPL. You can answer, what team do you follow? who is your favorite player, about social media, how social media is affecting us, how it is adding value to our life in today's time. Online learning, is it a good idea or a bad idea? What is the benefit of AI in today's time? So you can ask yourself these type of questions because they will train you to think about something that is going on. Now, eighth and last technique is exposure to language. People who can speak comfortably and who cannot, the only difference is they have had enough exposure in past. So you can create the same, you can do the same. You can create an environment where you can have English exposure by doing all these activities: reading, listening, watching, writing, and speaking. Make sure whenever you are reading, read out loud. Whenever you are listening and watching, do it actively, active listening, and watch with the intentions of understanding the context. Notice everything when you are watching. The way they are talking, the way they are communicating their message, and everything. When you are writing, write about something that you can do on a daily basis, your day to day routine, or maybe related to your work. Speaking, most important activity. So try to make sure you speak at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. And now to summarize this video, these are 8 techniques I covered in this video. What you have to do, try to use all of them at least once and then figure out what is working, which one is working best for you. And to make sure how much you have learned from this video, write down in the comment section which technique is working best for you. And thank you so much for watching this video till the end.